Hi, we are at Media Row presented by Toyota. We're lounging in our Lazy Boy recliners, long live the lazy, and I'm joined by Ryan Murphy, gold medalist, three-time Olympian. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
A Cal Golden Bear, and find out that we're basically neighbors living in the same neck of the woods. So
exactly, it's great to have the Super Bowl out here. It's awesome to have some energy in the city, and see all these awesome people walking around.
And I see you brought a friend.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Brought one of the medals from the Paris Olympics. They told me to bring it, so I was like, all right, I'll oblige.
You're a humble guy. You don't want to like flash the hardware too much, but
exactly.
I mean, but if you have it, you might as well flash it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to find me wearing them in too many interviews.
Yeah. So. 3 Olympics for you: Rio, Tokyo, Paris. 5 gold medals.
Yep.
Wow. Might there be a 4th Olympics in your future?
Yeah, that's the plan. I honestly just started training last month, so I'm getting back in shape. Right now I'm kind of getting my butt handed to me as I kind of shake off the rust, get the feel for the water, get some fitness back. But I'm excited. A home Olympics, you can't really, I know I'd regret it if I tried to pass up that opportunity.
And at what point did you specialize in backstroke?
Yeah, exactly.
But at what point did you go that route?
I mean, it kind of happens naturally. Like I trained all the strokes growing up, and just naturally ended up being a little bit better at backstroke. And then really the first time I started to focus in on it specifically was probably 2012. So that year, I was a junior in high school, was going into Olympic trials. My coach and I sat down. It's like, look, if you want a final at Olympic trials or even have a shot to make the team, it's going to be in backstroke. So let's lean in on this, see how it goes. And it went well. I dropped a ton of time that year. Ended up getting 4th at Olympic trials. Top 2 make the team. So as a 16-year-old, that was a really good result and gave me a lot of confidence moving forward. And from there, it was pretty clear I was going to keep focusing in on the backstroke.
How difficult is it to fine-tune the turn? And not seeing the wall when you make your turn. Like how big is that process to be able to master that art?
Yeah, I mean we're in the water probably 15 to 18 hours a week, so we're getting a lot of reps at the turns. So at this point, it's second nature. But yeah, I'm a big believer in the 10,000 hour rule. You definitely have to put in the reps in order to do things at a high level. And so the turns are something I've spent a lot of time focusing on, a lot of mental energy and practice. And then, when it comes to race day, it's really pressure management. You just got to make sure that you're mentally cleared enough that you can just perform the way that you've prepared to do it.
Yeah. So Friday evening, the Winter Olympics opening ceremonies in Italy. Even though it's Winter Olympics, does it bring back memories of being at the opening ceremonies?
Oh, totally. I've never actually gone to the opening ceremony. Okay. So swimming's typically the front half of the games, so we're trying to rest the legs. But yeah, like you see people walking out, everyone in the matching USA gear. I know that level of pride and the excitement, the nerves in that moment. And so, I could identify those things even through the feed. So it's awesome. I can't wait to see what Team USA does out there.
Were you in your rooms, like watching the opening ceremonies?
Exactly.
Was there any FOMO?
Exactly. Yeah, totally. You see you see the videos coming out later. Anthony Edwards is talking to the table tennis team. You see those types of interactions. You're like, yeah, I'd love to have that moment. But the moment that we're really wanting to have is trying to stay on the top of the podium. So we make a lot of decisions with performance in mind. At the Olympics.
You grew up in Jacksonville?
Exactly.
And how'd you make it to Cal?
Yeah, I looked at a lot of places. In Cal, ultimately, kind of checked the boxes across a lot of different areas. I wanted to go to a great school. I wanted to train with people that were competitive in my events. I wanted to swim for a younger coach and knew that he had energy and really was excited about the challenge of, trying to help me get to the top of the podium, trying to help multiple people get to the top of the podium. And then socially, I just clicked with the guys. I felt like it was a super humble group of people. Yeah. And that's kind of what I like to surround myself with.
And then why did you stay in the East Bay?
Yeah, ultimately in swimming there's no draft, so a lot of people end up training with their college program, and so I have been training at Cal. Was training there through 2024. Like I said, I took that year and a half off, and now I'm training at Cal again. So it's a great place. My wife grew up here. Her parents are out here. Her sister's out here. So we have a really good community out here as well.
So grew up in Jacksonville, Jaguars fan.
Oh yeah.
You are now in the Bay Area, 49ers fan. Have you kind of imitated a little bit?
It's honestly, I've suffered through so many years of the Jags. Like I'm so loyal at this point. I need to see it through with them. I'm really excited about where they're at right now. It feels like they've got a good thing clicking. Trevor was really playing at a high level. Post bye this past season. Liam Cohen seems like he's doing a great job. The guys seem excited. So it's a fun team to root for right now.
And then also a friend, acquaintance, Jared Goff.
He's a fellow Cal Bear. So the Cal Athletics Network is pretty small. So we have our interactions from time to time, and he's great. It's been awesome to see what he's been able to do in the league. You kind of take it for granted. You see the talent on the field, but to be able to play a starting quarterback at a high level for coming up on a decade, that's a really impressive feat.
Yeah, what was that athletic fraternity like at Cal as far as football players, the swimmers, baseball players, basketball players, men and women? How did that all fit together? Do you get to know each other pretty well?
Yeah, totally. You have like the athletic events where everyone's together. You see people in the training room, and it's just easy connection points. Like Jared and I were in the same grade, so I know a lot of the guys that he was hanging out with, that he was living with. So it ends up being a pretty small community, and so it's when you're 1 degree of separation from pretty much everyone in the athletics department, you end up having a pretty close group.
Yeah. What do you think of this whole scene? Super Bowl 60.
Oh, it's awesome.
Coming to is at the Bay Area. It will be at Levi's Stadium on Sunday. What do you make of this?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I remember growing up when the Super Bowl was in Jacksonville. I was a little kid that was going through the whole NFL experience thing. So I was doing like the 40-yard dash and loved it. The Super Bowl is, it's the pinnacle of sports, right up there with the Olympics. So it's an incredible spectacle. And I can't wait for Sunday.